The tree guy just showed up. He is right now in the tree. I just ran to come and get the camera. It's a bit short notice. So he's in the tree right now. We're going to see if we can actually. Okay, so we're carrying on the last vlog and we had to stop roofing because the tree that's next to the building, there are some birds that are making nests in the limbs that overhang the roof panels that we're about to put up. Which is a worry because if they fall down, it will cause a lot of damage. We've been asking for ages for someone to show up and finally the guy has just showed up out of the blue to cut down those limbs.
It's not easy, no. I know, nothing is easy in Gambia, you know that. Everything is hard.
So the tree guy, as soon as he got here, just climbed straight up into the tree, off he went. His apprentice is now on the ground and he's putting the chainsaw together. He's kind of flat packed it into this rice sack, so now he's reassembling it. As per request, Dad is tying together as many ratchet straps as he can to make the longest one possible. At this point, we're just doing whatever they tell us to do. We think they're going to use the ratchet straps to get the chainsaw up to tree guy. Chainsaw guy doesn't apparently know how to climb trees, so he's just kind of there as the helper. I'm just going to go ahead and point out that this guy is not actually wearing any shoes, and we were quite surprised because there are some really big thorns in the bark of the tree and he's just really nimble just climbing up there. This is one of the reasons why we decided not to go ahead and try doing this ourselves. We're not professionals at anything most of the time and this just seemed like something that we couldn't do safely at all, so it was best just to get someone in. So props to him for helping us out.
You know what I said? You have to help me now. What do you try to help me? I don't mind these. It's not. I said, could you show that is. Excuse me, you're talking thousands.
So the initial price that the guy came up with was $3,000 per limb, $6,000 just to cut the 2 limbs down. So yeah, daylight robbery. That's just what he said, and he said because it was such hard work and fuel and stuff like that, but it's a totally extortionate price. We found out afterwards from one of our local guys that they charge you for the fuel to cut down the tree, and that's basically it, plus a bit extra on top. So yeah, definitely robbed. I'm running over there to go and film it. Sorry, I'm not going to wait over here. Oh yeah, that's true. The other tree's not tree. There's not much we can do. Maybe you could ask him to control the way it falls. Oh.
So the ladder took a slap. It still can't take time to fall.
He's gonna climb down the rope. Okay, so number one, the ladder does not want to sit straight anymore. He's going off on a sick tangent, so it's just literally where the tree knocked it, it bent the whole ladder. The whole ladder is now bowing out in the middle. Obviously we've got that going on up there. So yeah, it has been ages since we first put the first call in. This is not the guy that was supposed to come the first time. This is another guy that's shown up for us. It's uncovered. Yeah, 2 days ago we called a friend of ours, and then he knew a guy who also couldn't show up, so he sent these guys who he found just on the fly. So they've come and, yeah, they've come and chopped the branches of the tree. It has damaged part of the other tree next to it, but it's done now. We can go back to roofing tomorrow. As you can see, I had to re-get dressed, so I'm going to head back to job number 2 and yeah, we'll see you tomorrow, hopefully ready for roofing. Morning. So this morning what I'm going to do is I'm going to process the tree that the guy cut down yesterday. These are the 2 limbs that were overhanging the building, which is just there, and we were worried that if they fall down during like a storm, or if the bird's nest get too heavy for them and those parts fall down, we could cause damage to the roof that we're about to put up. So we kind of postponed roofing and waited for him to show up. This morning I'm thinking, whilst the tree is kind of still fresh, it might be easier just to process it and start cutting it down into firewood and cleaning this space up, because we do have plans for this side of the yard. So I'm going to use this to cut all the branches. So we're going to chop down as many of the kind of bigger pieces. I don't even know where to start. Maybe we'll start on that end, it seems a bit clearer. I think I should go and get the rake as well, probably. We're going to cut the kind of limbs, the smaller limbs off of the main branch, and then process those even from over there. And then I'll process those into smaller pieces, and we'll use them as firewood or whatever seems best at the time. That's what I think I'm going to do. I just don't really know where to start. It's like the tree, you will hear Ponyo screaming a lot in the background for the next few minutes or hours or however long it takes us to do this. She likes playing in the tree. She's kind of been having a bit of a go, but because she's green and she blends perfectly with all the little green bits and yellow flowers, it doesn't make sense for me to allow her to play in there whilst I chop it into tiny pieces. So she's upset. She's over there shouting at me. It might be best to do this now whilst the tree's kind of still a bit damp inside. If we let this dry out, not only will termites go to town on it, but also it's going to be a lot harder to chop. So let me get all my stuff ready. I think I'll probably start here, just start cutting limbs off, and being careful that obviously when we cut bits off, they may, like the main limbs will then probably be a bit more mobile and a bit more folly overy, and just make sure that I don't get injured in the process. Just taking a little break. I've noticed the tree is literally full of ants. Yeah. A few of them have got into my clothes as I'm cutting, and they are biting. The biting type of ant. They are pretty painful as well. So just gotta be careful of those whilst I'm cutting. So I've done most of this main first limb now. I've just got that bit to do, but I'm worried that when I cut that, because it's leaning on it, it might fall over a bit. Don't really want it to squash me, because this is quite a big branch, and safety first. The one underneath where it's dropped, it's kind of got one anchor point there, one there, and one here, where all 3 of those touch the floor, so that's making, and obviously the one right on the end, so that's really stable. That's going to be interesting to cut, but because this one is a bit high up, I'm a bit worried about that. So I need to cut this off a bit carefully, and then hopefully, I think it'll be okay, because the tree's kind of holding it as well. So I'm going to cut that limb off and then try and clear up some of this space and move this then branch. can go to be split into smaller sections. And also where the leaves are, this is where the thorns are kind of at their worst. They're really sharp, and not only are they on the twigs, they're also on like the leaf sections as well. So these ones are particularly painful. So yeah, today I'm a tree person. I don't know what I am. I'm just chopping firewood. Yeah, we're gonna carry on. Obviously where the tree hit the other tree, we had a bit of damage go on here, so it took down, obviously because the branch was above, when it fell it took down part of that tree. We're not too worried about this tree because there's a bee right there. We're not too worried about this tree because it is a moringa tree, and locally it's known as a navidai tree. When I first got here, which is when I first got here, but not when I stayed, about 8 to 9 years ago, it was a tiny little tree and we accidentally ran it over and sheared it straight across the floor. You couldn't even see where the tree was, and it grew back. A few years ago as well, there was a bit of a fire incident where someone had let a fire across the road and turned into a bushfire, and part of that fire jumped into our yard, and the base of the tree was kind of on fire, and it still survived. So we're not too worried about that. It will definitely probably grow back. So yeah, I'm just going to carry on with this until we start roofing, until Dad gets out and we're ready for roofing. See how much I can get done today, because it's actually really like, because I'm not enjoying it, the ants. It's one in my shirt right now. And also the thorns go through clothes. So yeah, it's an interesting job. I don't think you want to watch all of it. It's probably boring, isn't it? I'll go for now. I'll go. Okay, so we are back to roofing. We're going to finish off this little bit here and also this bit here, and as you can see now, other than the branches way up there which are not actually directly over, there is nothing that could ever drop from the tree and fall onto the roof. So that's where we cut the 2 branches from. Okay, so we are officially done with roofing. Well, mostly done, but we have 2 roofs on 2 buildings. The main work, all the woodwork, all the sheet work, it's all done. Every single sheet has been nailed down properly. All of the wood has been lined and mortared, and it's literally all done. So we have this side done, which is the one that we did first, and obviously on the other side. What we do have to do now though is go across and just cut this sheet. There was a bit of an extra overhang, so we're going to cut the overhang off to the wood, and then we're also going to put what we call facing board, which is a nice thick piece of wood that'll just neaten up everything. But what we have to do first is seal the gap between the cement and the corrugate. So I think I might have mentioned this before in a previous video. It is something that we're going to have to do, go all the way around and seal it all properly. But for now, roofing is basically essentially done. We're all done with roofing. We are now officially roofers. So we'll have to wait till the rainy season to see how it played out. So yeah, that's that. We have 2 buildings, 2 roofs. Next big job, I think we will work now towards, give ourselves a bit of break with the ladders before we go around and neaten up everything. And the main thing that we need to think about is what we want the front of the buildings to look like. So we've obviously started off with the pillar next to the door, and we've done some work on the gate just behind here. But we need to think about what we want the building to look like. So putting in these features before we start plastering everything properly, which is probably what we'll do in the next video. And then obviously we can do the next big job, which will be plastering absolutely everything in and out both buildings, the gate at the front and the outside of the buildings as well, where you'll be able to see it from the road. So we need to do all of that next. That'll be the next big job, plastering. So yeah, we're now very happy with the roofing that we've done. We're not roofers, also we're not builders, so I think we've done an alright job. It's been pretty good. So as of right now, I'm going to run off quickly and get ready, and we have a shipping being dropped off, and I'm hoping the shadow part's in there so I can get a video out on shadow as well, because I really want to get that going. I'm a bit confused as to whether the parts are in this shipping or the last shipping, because 2 shippings went out pretty close together but 1 was delayed. I don't know if the shipping is the one that was delayed or the one that was before the one that's delayed. I don't know which shipping is, so we're gonna go find out if we have shadow parts, then we can get shadow video out as well. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you're enjoying the building so far. We will see you, I guess, in the next video. Bye. Yeah, no offense to the birds in question, but kind of just looks like they were just piling sticks all over the tree. Like there's no opening into the mess of sticks. It's literally just, do they just sit on top of the sticks? Anyways, gotta do way more firewood cutting. So yeah, oh, it's a lot to clear up.